सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Okay, Kavita, what is the question?
So, Swamiji, last time we saw that the locus of avidya is the adhisthana is consciousness, not jiva. But jiva also resolves into consciousness, no? So, what is the nuance? Why do we say that it's not in the jiva? Because when we say avidya, I say atma because Ishvara has no avidya. So then, because everything ultimately resolves into consciousness.
So like that everything will resolve into consciousness. There is no need of saying anything. Are you getting it? So sometimes you are understanding the nuances, sometimes you are taking it holistically. So to understand the nuances, the final locus of avidya can only be Brahman, nothing else. In between, functionally, you will keep jiva, etc. in mind, because consciousness doesn't have the problem of bondage. Who has the problem of bondage? Jiva, no? But consciousness, there is no bondage, then why talk about bondage? Are you seeing the idea? Yeah. So from the jiva standpoint, you'll have to say avidya is in my mind. So because that's where it has to be handled. At the same time, when you're talking about it as a holistic thing, the only source of only adhisthana for Maya has to be Brahman, nothing else. Are you clear about this? We'll deal more with this, the nature of Vidya,
Yes,
etc. All that
yes.
will come up, yeah. In detail will come up. Any other questions before we carry forward?
Swamiji, I have a question.
Yeah.
So when on the word locus, right? The locus means it is not that jiva is some place where a molecule of avidya is sticking, right?
No.
So what is the meaning of the word locus here?
Where is the locus of your knowledge that I am a human being?
In myself.
So same way here also.
Okay, so
Yeah. Where is the locus of the color saffron in my kurta? Where is the locus? The cloth. no? So same way.
okay.
Yeah. Where is the locus of the snake that you see on the rope?
The rope itself.
Same way. Locus is used in that sense.
Okay, there is another follow-up I have. It's similar to the
Yeah.
question which was earlier raised. So one is that the jiva is, consciousness identified with a particular, with a mind-body
Yeah.
thing. So jiva itself is a kind of a product of ignorance.
Not kind, it is a product of ignorance.
So when we say now that ignorance, the locus of ignorance is jiva, we are saying that ignorance.
I am not saying jiva is the locus of ignorance. I am saying consciousness, Brahman, is the locus of ignorance.
Okay. So there are two schools on this, right? Someone says
There is
it
no
on
two
jiva.
schools, there is only one.
So what does the Bhamati school say?
Bhamati school also says the same thing. Bhamati school, now from the practical standpoint, are you going to scrub avidya of consciousness? Which avidya is the problem? The Maya Shakti that projected this whole world, or the Maya Shakti in my mind that is saying I am the body and mind? Which is the problem?
My mind.
Therefore, knock it off from your mind. So that's a practical angle. One is in terms of semantics, what is the reality there. One is in terms of practically what are you doing to solve the issue.
Okay.
Be careful when you are reading advanced texts. They are not meant to be read. They are meant to be studied from someone.
Okay.
I don't think you attended my Brahma Sutra class, did you?
No.
And then you're quoting from Bhamati and this thing, which you have read some English translations of.
Right.
Yeah, that is the issue. That will only confuse. They are not meant to be read on your own. They are meant to be studied from somebody.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions or clarifications before we go ahead?
Swamiji, these terms they use like Tula Vidya and Mula Vidya, is that from a Vyashti Samashti standpoint, those two
It can be
terms that
Vyashti
is-
Samashti, it can also be individual. The Sula Vidya, Avidya that is manifest in my mind, and Mula Vidya is the Avidya, there is also the Upadhi that is there, because of which I can go to sleep, etc. Okay. Mula Vidya is also used in the sense of the cause for Adhyasa. So depending upon the context, you will see what it means. So like the example, when a school says there is only Adhyasa, there is no Avidya, then we have to say no, there is Mula Vidya which is responsible for the Adhyasa. So there Mula Vidya is used in that sense, as the cause for the Adhyasa. So contextually we will have to see what it is. Because see, I will caution all of here. Lot of stuff is available on the net. We are living in an age of information overload. A lot of it is not valid, especially in the field of Vedanta. There are many very popular speakers. Okay? Because they use social media for the popularity part, which is nothing wrong in it, which is fine, as long as it is authentic. Like two of my Guru Bhais are very popular on the social media. One is the Tadevananda from US, very authentic, very this. So no problem, that popularity is helping Vedanta to reach out to a lot of people. Others, Vishwanatha from Brazil, is also very popular. Authentic again. But everyone that is popular is not authentic. In fact, most of the people who are popular are not authentic. So then you will have problems like this coming up. Because you are hearing, reading without necessarily studying it. So be careful whom you listen to. Generally I have found not that there aren't other people who are authentic. Like if you hear anything from Kashikananda, definitely it will be authentic. But not much is available. Taranandagiri very authentic, but nothing is available. So generally when you read to Arshavidya Parampara, you will not get confused. The Arshavidya teacher, you will not be confused. As I said, we don't have the claim for authenticity. There are other people who are also authentic. But they may not be very popular on the stage because many authentic teachers do not seek popularity. Like I have put up a YouTube channel. It is not geared for popularity. It is geared for serious students who want to seek. If I wanted popularity, I would have made shorts out of the whole thing. No? 10 shorts. It doesn't take too much time or effort to do it. I may not have the skills, but I can always find somebody with the skills. Among my student group itself, who will help me do all that. But, okay, no big deal. Be authentic, that's more important. So when this type of stuff is there, be careful whom you listen to. Be careful what you read. Okay. There is a systematic study available. If one doesn't follow that structure, confusion is natural. Gita, Upanishads, Brahma Sutras, then Siddhi Granthas. But I know there are people here who have skipped that also. Therefore, I am sometimes in Naishkarmya Siddhi, I will digress to take care of the people. But on top of that, if you are reading things which you are supposed to have studied, and studying this school says that school says that school says that, you will only end up in confusion. Not scholarliness, confusion. First step is authentic study. After authentic study, if you want to go for scholarliness, you can go for that. Yeah. But first step is authentic study. Many academicians go for scholarliness without being authentic. Because I met a lot of them. Discussed, debated with a lot of them also. So I know what I'm talking about. This year is the 50th anniversary of me being a sadhu, okay? Full-time student of Vedanta. So it's a long time. You have met a lot of people, a lot of teachers, a lot of this. Yeah. The good, the bad, the ugly, everyone I have met. Yeah. So, be careful. Okay? I'm not saying don't get yourself exposed to all that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying be careful where you get that exposure.
Sir, I have a...
Yeah, sure.
What is the clear meaning of upadhi? Is it a role?
A role is an upadhi, but upadhi may not be a role. Upadhi is that which brings about an apparent change, not a real change. So, me, the consciousness now has an upadhi of being a teacher. Apparent role. Why? Teacher is not permanent. Teacher is when I am teaching. When I am not teaching, I can be a buddy, I can be a friend, I can be a simple sadhu. It can be anything. All those are upadhis. Why? Consciousness now is appearing as all these because of upadhis. So what is creating the change? The role you are playing. So the role becomes an upadhi. What is it that makes the consciousness appear as a finite being? Avidya. So avidya is an upadhi. Are you getting that? Yeah. I am a trustee in a trust. Upadhi. Trustee is an upadhi. Yeah. But we hold on to upadhis.
Okay.
Are you getting the idea what upadhi is?
Getting more clear.
Okay. Okay. Then going ahead. Okay, he says. Okay, 7th verse we saw. It says we will talk about what is the source of samsara, etc., and how to handle it. That's what he had said in the 7th verse. He had introduced the topic. Yeah.
Swamiji,
Yeah.
I think somebody was trying to.
Dr. Patwardhan.
Oh, sorry. And tell me.
Upadhi, could it mean be a title?
Yeah, even a title is an upadhi. Yeah. The chairperson.
Yeah.
It's an upadhi. Why? It comes and goes. Yeah. The person now is being made into a chairperson. So that position is an upadhi.
Thank you.
Your professional qualification is also an upadhi from the standpoint of consciousness now.
Yes.
Or a simple human being. I'm sure you have experienced this. As a simple human being, you went to a friend's party. There's somebody introduced you as Dr. Patwardhan. Immediately they forget the person and they stick on to the Upadhi. Doctor, I have a backache. Now what are they doing? Upadhi. So anything that brings about an apparent change. But my qualifications I have earned, it's a real change. Not really. Not really. You, the person, has not changed. You have added on something to yourself. I have added on something to myself, and a time may come when that knowledge gets outdated. Like there was a time when I was fantastic with fixing cars. When I was working as a marine engineer, people who wanted to go for driving exams, they would bring their car to me and I would fine-tune the butterfly nut so that the car will never stall. It will consume a bit of more petrol, but it will never stall. However much the instructor asks you to start, stop, slope, this, that, the car will never stall. I have taken care of that. And then after they finish, they come back and I'll make it normal again. Because fuel consumption otherwise will go up too much. Today when I opened the car, I can't see, I don't know what is what half the time. Why? That knowledge is outdated. That is more than 50 years ago now, forget it. Yeah. That also happens. So are you going to judge yourself by the Upadhi or by what you are? Out of ignorance we hold on to the Upadhi.
So Upadhi is a temporary addition.
Temporary thing, yeah. Comes and goes.
Yeah.
Agama payino anityaha. But 10 years after, what are you? I was CEO. Eh, I'm saying, what are you now? Not what you were 10 years back. I remember, I'll never forget this. I asked a person what was their field. When they were working, what was their field? I know the person is retired. And the person comes back saying, I was CFO. I said, I want to know your field. HR, management, sales, marketing. What was your field? Not that the field is not there, it is hidden there. But the focus is the Upadhi. Why? Because we are holding on to that. Half of life is about letting go. Half, more than half. It's about letting go, isn't it? If you can't let go, you're not ready for the next stage. Yeah, if you are not letting go, you're not ready for the next stage. This happens in corporates also. I have told you all this. Of course, this is not exactly Naishkarmya siddhi material, but I want you all to know how we hold on to upadhis. Otherwise, all this Naishkarmya siddhi will not be clear. I used to regularly do this corporate training for a company. Every 4 months I would be there. And 1 week I am staying there. Why? From top to bottom, the officers are sitting in my workshop. So the first day I reach, I'm telling you, it is off Banaras in a place called Renikut, Hindalcos. I had some great times there with that. So, lot of trips to Banaras, to the Ghat, everything. Before all this modernization took place. So, I went there. So as soon as I entered, I saw a junior officer who was there in their headquarters at Calcutta. Now he had been from Calcutta transferred to Banaras, Renikut. He said, hey, what are you doing here? No, Swamiji, I've been transferred here, etc. I just examined the room that the flat that they had offered me. I'm very happy with it. Now we have signed up in the file also. We signed it. Just waiting for the boss to sign it. Is that okay? Then the first day, since I reach only by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening, no sessions on that day. So I go meet the president, vice president, etc. Say hello to them, and then go to my room. So I walked into the joint president's room. I met the president when joint president, and I saw that file for the quarters on his desk. I said, "What are you doing with this file here? You're the joint president of the company. Why is the file for allotting a quarter to a junior person come to you?" What to do, Swamiji? They pass it on to me. I said, "Why are you taking it? Why are you accepting it?" "Yeah, we should do something about it." I said, "Right now, are you willing? Huh? Come, let's go to the person who kicked it up to you." Okay, the vice president, the manager. It went on like this. And everyone said, "You know what? Swamiji, he was very good in that job. He was very good in that job 30 years ago." People are seeing him like that. He's also accepting it. So his work as a joint president is compromised because he is swamped with all this junior level work. Holding on to upadhis. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes it happens the other way around also. Parents see the kid as kid, not that he has grown up. You're holding on to that upadhi, the child upadhi. Now he's a 30-year-old Hulk. What are you talking about him as a child? Happens a lot with mamas. Not with fathers, it doesn't happen. Fathers also happens. अरे यार लड़की बड़ी हो गई, शादी करने वाला है क्या? नहीं, want to think of a marriage or not? Huh? My daughter, marriage? She eats tutti frutti ice cream. As we eating tutti frutti ice cream is a debarment to age. It happens that. But you are holding on. Upadhis, all this role confusion and things come because of holding on to upadhis. Are you getting it? It's important to understand that. If you are not willing to give up upadhis, there is a problem now. What was my... I talked about giving up upadhis. I talked about giving up upadhis and the internet decided to give up on me. So it changed the thing. Once a week it has to happen. Other classes it does not happen, so this class it happened. Anyway, jokes apart.
Swamiji,
Yeah.
can we say every distorting factor is an upadhi?
Yeah, but even enabling factor can be an upadhi. I am unable to do something. So just say whatever causes an apparent change is an upadhi. That works the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Then he is continuing further now. He says, Purushartha heto avishtatvat tad abhivishyaharaha. He says, what is this thing for Shreyas, etc., has to be said. Therefore, that is being stated now in the next verse. Vedavasana vakyota samyak jnanam anshushu neha dandahityatmano moham na karma apratikulataha. Says what is good for Purushartha. Purushartha here always refers to the Parama Purushartha moksha. Okay? For Shreyas. Okay? What is the cause for that? That has to be stated clearly. So that he is stating now. Get it? There is a certain intellectual rigor in this. Nothing is taken for granted. Nothing is taken as understood. Stated. Okay? Yeah. He says, Veda avasana vakyotta. Veda avasana, the end portion of the Veda. Those vakyani, the sentences there. Tad uttam, born of that. What is that? Samyak jnanam. Ashukshinahi, that which like a fire burns up everything. Okay? Like a fire burns up everything. Dandi hityatmana moham. Okay. Okay. What does it do? Dandi hiti atmana moham. Atmanaha moham. Your self-ignorance burns up. Atmana moham. And na karma. Not karma. Why? Apratikulataha. Because karma is not opposed to avidya. Karma is not opposed to jnanam as well. Both it is not opposed. Why? Karma comes from general terms, desire. Sense of responsibility also can be included in desire. Karma comes from desire. Desire comes from your sense of finitude, from the roles you are playing. Your sense of finitude. Sense of finitude comes from avidya, ignorance of the self. So how will the effect destroy the cause? Avidya itself is manifesting as karma actually. So how can karma be negating avidya? Karma which is born from avidya cannot negate avidya. Therefore karma is not opposed to avidya. If it is not opposed to avidya, it is not opposed to jnanam also. Thank God. Why? Because a wise person can do karma without it negating his jnanam. Simple karmas. Yeah. Otherwise, a wise person will have to do nothing. Sit down. Mauni Baba banke. Why even teaching is karma? Doing something. So, karma cannot give you moksha. Apratikulataha, because not opposed to avidya. He is making a statement of intention now. The moment he makes the statement of intention, Purvapakshi comes up. Okay? Okay. The main Purvapakshis in Naishkarmya Siddhi is the Mimamsa school. Okay? It can refer to any school also. Mainly it is from this standpoint, from the Bhattas and the Prabhakaras he is talking about, the Mimamsakas. But any school that says karma is a means will come into the picture. Any type of karma, anything. Okay? That not knowledge, karma is a means, for which he builds up elaborately. प्रतिज्ञात अर्थ samshuddhyartham पूर्वपक्षोक्ति. What is stated in the previous verse, pratipatti, what is stated? That jnanena tu moksha, tat shuddhi, parishuddhikaranartham, samshuddhikaranartham. To clarify that, to make it clearer, purvapakshokti, the presentation of a purvapaksha. A beginner's text can be a simple explanation. So you get the basics right. Okay? You understand the basic what it is. Then you have to challenge your basics for clarity of understanding. That challenging is called a Purvapaksha. Because how do you challenge? You can have an Ekadesha question, simple, just a random question. Or you can systematically question it. To systematically question, you have to base yourself on some school of thought. So here, when you base it on a school of thought and you're systematically questioning, that's called Purvapaksha. Okay? Therefore, Purvapaksha, for what is it? For getting clarity into what we have said before. Tad jnanam apigamya tad tavad upanyasaha. Now, two schools in Mimamsa. One school accepts knowledge, not independently, but as part of karma for moksha. In some ways, it's called jnana karma samachaya. The other says no, jnanam is not necessary at all, only karma is enough. You don't need knowledge at all. Kiski liye knowledge? So, this orientation is very high in seekers of moksha also. What we call the karma orientation. Because we have learnt our life lessons well. What is that? Life rewards action. Without karma, there is no karma phala. If you want to get something, you have to do something. Right from childhood, we have learned this, isn't it? That for anything in life, you have to do something. Act and you shall achieve. Though some places this has been compromised also, but compromised in a very unhealthy manner. In what way? All those fairy tales where fairy godmother came and gave you things, Some fairy godmother came, rotated, waved her wand about, and you got what you wanted. Yeah. So that is actually a compromise on your proactivity. It's a compromise on it, yeah. And nowadays you have to be careful. Even if a fairy godmother appears in front of you, or a genie comes out of a bottle, you have to be careful what you ask for. Like this woman found, young woman found this bottle on the beach. She opened it, and a genie comes out and says, "What is your wish? I will grant you. I want all men to chase me." She got turned into a football. Football season, the jokes have to be appropriate to the season. So you have to be careful what boon you ask for also. But even there, karma comes into the picture. Yeah, karma comes into the picture. And because this karma orientation is so high, People come to Vedanta, they also say, come study. Swamiji, what sadhana can I do? Thoda Ishvara in your life is good. Do some japa, do some simple thing. But Swamiji, I want to do some ghora, some more sadhana. I want to do more and more sadhana. किसके लिए? For what? All sadhana is meant for a particular purpose. Whichever sadhana you are doing. Antakarna Shuddhi, Karma Yoga lifestyle, attitude. There is only an attitude change, there is nothing else changing. You are not doing anything. You are doing the same thing you are doing before with a different attitude. That's all. Swamiji, bhakti is not enough for be a good karma yogi. All right, so thoda acts of bhakti will invoke the devotion out of you. For that, understanding of Ishvara is more important. Then some few acts to get it out of you. More than that, what do you want? But we want more. Karma orientation. I am not against sadhana, okay? What is necessary to be done has to be done to take care of your mind. It's like what Swami Chinmayanji told someone. He was very harsh with someone. So his friend said, Swamiji, he's only doing all this for Antakarna Shuddhi. Why are you being so harsh on him? He said, yes, churning of the mind is necessary to get the butter. You have to churn the buttermilk to get the butter, the curds to get the butter. But now the butter has come up and is still churning. What will happen? The butter will melt back into the thing, you will not get anything out of it. So how far are you going to do the sadhana? So for most of us, you require some sadhana to take care of the mind. Chittasya shuddhaye karma. Keep that in mind and do what is necessary to invoke that bhakti out of you. To get those proper attitudes. Do what is necessary. But more and more and more and more. Now, we may tell a student or other, do something. Recognizing the particular need of a given student. That is not universally applicable. That's not universally applicable. Like Puja Swamiji in some of the batches, he asked people to do some puja. Pancha puja or puja. Yeah. He said, but for others, like people like me, I don't know, not necessary. Yeah. For some other people, said, you have done too much of it in your life, now forget it, dump it. Are you getting what I am trying to say? That karma orientation becomes very high in people. Okay? That is a general thing that is there in people. Here it is structured because the Purva Paksha is structured. So what is that? Mukte kriyam bihisiddhatvat jnanam tatra karoti kim katam che chunu tat sarvam pranidhaya manoyata. Mukte kriya bihisiddhatvat. Mukti is achieved by action itself. Jnana tatra karoti kim. What role does knowledge have in that? It says, katam, how is that possible? Katam chet, if you are asking that, shunu tat sarvam, listen to everything. Pranidhaya manoyata, with great attention, listen to it. I'll tell you exactly how karma will give you moksha. Okay, how will that be? Akurvarta kriya kamya nishidhya uttatyajat tatha nitya naimitikam karma vidivach cha anushtitaha arkurvataha kriyaya kamya. Kamya karma. Okay? Kamya karma. and Nishiddha karma. You don't do. Desire prompted activities and activities which you are told you are not supposed to do, don't do them. Okay? Nishiddha tyajataha. Completely giving it up. Nitya naimitikam karma kuru. Do that. Okay? Vidhivat anushtitaha. In the proper manner, like how it has been said, do that. So उससे क्या फायदा हो जाएगा? Your middle class morality of the South Indian is based on this. If it is desire, don't have it. No. All wrong things don't do. Your regular things do. So बात बन जाएगा. That's why I say karmata thinking, how it comes in, देखो. Okay. किम अतः भवति? What will happen with that? Here. काम्य कर्म फलम तस्मात् देवादीनं न दौकते निषिद्धस्य निरस्तत्वात् नरकी नित्य जोजनम नित्य उद्योजनम. Okay, look at it. Kaya karma phalam tasmat. Because I have not done kami karmas. Why do you do kami karmas? For getting this, getting that. Karma phalam is there. And height of that is what? Going to heaven ityadi. Devadi. Okay? Devadi. Now Deva will be translated as gods. Deva is not always God. Any resident of heaven is called Deva. By effulgent being. Deva. An effulgent being. Only Sukshma Sharira, therefore effulgent being. Okay. Na daukate. He says that will not happen because you are not doing kame karma. Those type of results will not come to you. Alright. And nishiddhasya nirastatvat. Because you are not doing nishiddha karma, negative karma phala, narakadi, also will not come to you. Narakadim naiti udhyojana. No, the narakadinam, which are sorrowful activities, they will also not come forward. Therefore, look at it. I have taken care of all my future. Neither good nor bad. Okay. Then, deha arambhakyoscha dharma dharmayo ज्ञानिनः सह कर्मिणः समानो च उदि उपहारो. What about your prarabdha karma? There, what you are saying and what we are saying is same. What you meaning Vedanta is saying and what we are saying is same. How is that? Look at it. Vartamanamidam yasma शरीरम सुख दुःखदम आरब्धम पुण्य पापाभ्याम भोगादेवतयो क्षयः. Now look at what is happening. Vartamanam idam deham. Idam yabhyam shariram. This sharira, Vartaman. Right now I have gone. How have I gained it? Which is sukha dukkhadam. Which I am gaining experience of samsara because of that. How have you gained it? Arabdham, meaning prarabdha karma. Punya papa abhyam. They are already fructified. That what we are saying for the wise person and what we are saying is saying bhogya deva tato kshayaha. They will be negated only by bhoga. So now you are living a clean life. Look at it. No kami karma, no nishiddha karma. Only nitya naimitika karmas, my enjoined duties I am doing. And prarabdha karma I am going through. When the body drops, mokshaha. Karmana eva mokshaha. Jnanam kim karoti. You don't need jnana. Can you see the middle class morality here? How this has evolved into the middle class morality of the modern mind. More so in traditional societies. Everyone tries to live like this, no? Your parents lived like this, isn't it? Don't do anything bad. Don't do Kamya karmas. In fact, you're even afraid to say, I want something. You feel guilty for wanting. I told you that old story, remember? Train journey. You want a cold drink? Will it be cold? Why? Because of that. Conditionings are so strong that having a desire makes you feel guilty. Of course, with the modern youngsters, the other way around. Greed is good, desire is good. And the other extreme they have gone to. Why? Because they are rebelling against all that you did. So the younger generation, 35 and below, are rebelling against the whole thing. Yeah. Why? Because the conditioning is too much further. And the capitalist culture is a communist culture, is a consumerist culture. So they have to promote desires. No? They'll say uncovering the hidden need in people. I didn't know I needed that pair of shoes that cost $5,000. I was very happy with my $500 sandals. But because of the way it is, the scratchers, all that natakbaji around it, I need it. Better arc support. I don't know why my leg is paining. The leg is paining because you're walking 2,000 steps and sometimes more than that every day. Good footwear is necessary. Yeah, really? Barefoot walking is the best. Of course, on our roads that's a bit difficult, therefore you wear something, fine. But the modern generation now, this. But this is a karma theory for moksha. But doesn't your nitya naimitika karma also give you punya papa? A well done nitya naimitika karma will give you punya. A badly done will give you papa. Isn't that true? No. Here, look at the whole theory. Kamya pratishiddham karma phala akarma phalata samsarasya tad nirasta eva ashesha anartha nirasata siddhatvat. See, when kamya and pratishiddha karma is negated, then all punya papa karmas are gone. Okay? Kim nitya anushthanaditi chet. Then why nitya karma to be done? Two questions are one, will not nitya karma create problems? Another, if this is enough, why are you doing nitya naimitika karmas? Why should you be doing your duties and this thing, etc.? Why? Not necessary, na? Because all anartham you have taken care of. Punya papa you have taken care of. Why? No. Okay, not why? Tad akarnadi api anartha sakte. Because of anartha hetu, because of akarma dosha, akarma dosha, or pratyavaya dosha. What is that? He explains that. Nitya anushtatam nishnam pratyavayo na samsparshe anaditya atma vijnana ata karmani samshrayet. The Mimamsakas believe in a theory called akarne pratyavaya. If you do something, nothing will happen. If you don't do it, you will get into a problem. Therefore, nitya naimitika karma, especially Vedoktam, has to be done regularly. If you do, no issues. If you don't do, papa karma will come to you. And they'll give you an example. You go and have a bath. कुछ फल मिला? You have a bath, no big deal. If you don't have a bath, then all your skin problems will start. Na? Skin problems will start, others will have problem with you. If for 3 days you don't have a bath. Wherever lot of perfume culture has evolved, should understand that those cultures did not have regular bath. I don't want to specify countries, but I met people from countries like that. Don't have a regular shower, but they use a lot of perfumes to hide up everything. Deos and perfumes. Jokes apart. So that is the example given. Okay? Where karane, by doing you are not gain anything. But akarane, papa will come to you. So nitya naimittika karma is like that. Dekha? So, therefore, follow this lifestyle I am giving you. Then, anudritya atma vijnanam. Don't bother about your atma jnanam, etc. पहला संस्कृत पढ़ने का है, फिर ये करने का है, वो करने का है. Logic. Prakarana Grantha you have to study, Gita you have to study, Upanishad you have to study, Brahma Sutras you have to study. ये सब खाली फुकट टाइम वेस्ट मत करो. Don't waste your time on all this. Be good, do good, simple duties, etc. you follow and live this lifestyle. Therefore, he says, Karmani samashrit. Do all the karmas necessary. Meaning, nitya naimittika karmas. Live a nice, holy life, goody life. मोक्ष हो जाएगा अपने आप. Almost every religion presents something like this. It's only the Mimamsakas. Some religions give some shortcuts also. Martyrdom will give you direct. For them, moksha of course is only heaven, but whatever. For here, this is more sophisticated. More sophisticated. Clean plan. All based on one fact, akarne pratyavaya, which is not true. Okay. For karma, there is karma phalam. You have a bath, there is phalam of what? Negating the dust and the grime and the bacteria and the fungus and everything from your system. It has got phalam. The feeling of freshness, etc., positive phalam. Cooling down of your body or warming it up depending upon the season, another phalam. All karma phalam only, no? How can you say akarne pratyavaya? Your example itself is a problem. Example itself is a problem. Yeah. Like that, anything you can look at it from akarne pratyavaya. If you eat, no issues. If you don't eat, hunger will trouble you, loss of weight will trouble you, etc. Is that true? You eat, you get health. But nowadays we are afraid of food. Why? Because we are eating too much of it. Okay. They don't say anything about, what is that? Sanchita karma. Yeah. They left the Sanchita karma out of the picture. That's the next argument coming in. Yeah. So at this level itself, but at this level itself there is a problem in the example. Bath is not an example for it. Because the positive thing in bathing, karma phalam is there. But this is the karmic theory presented. Therefore, no issues. Don't waste your time on jnanam, on all the studies, etc. Go find a guru, surrender to him. ये सब नाटकबाजी क्यों करने का? And if the guru is not proper, you get more confused. Yeah. Whereas here in karma, we are simple. No? सीधा बात है, सीधा ये कर लो इतना, हो गया काम. You don't even have to. Yeah, we study, as experts, we study the Mimamsa, etc. But the common man doesn't have to do that. Every family has a priest, no? Priest tells you what you do. He reminds you also. Hey, Amavasya, Tarpanam for your ancestors you have to do. He'll remind you also. Why? By him reminding you, you get some dakshina out of it. So, simple. Straightforward living. Do good, be good. And moksha will happen on its own. Okay? This is the karma presentation. Okay? And yes, Kavita raised that, so I will bring that also into the picture. It does not take into account all the sanchita karma standing into your account. It doesn't take into account that at all. Lifetimes you have lived, all those karmas are waiting to get you. Why I am saying getting? Hey, I'm a human being. I'm basically a good human being. But we do some wrong things also. Some mistakes we make, no? It's human. And we are evolving human beings. Therefore, this is what I am in my this life. What would I have been in my last life? Better or worse? 50 lifetimes back, what would I have been? Don't even ask. Don't even ask. Dhritarashtra asked Krishna, See, basically I am a good human being. Why should I have to suffer to see 100 sons of mine dying? 100 kids dying? Come on, yaar. No parent should face one child dying. No, 100 kids dying. So, Krishna tells him 50 lifetimes back, you killed a lot of children. That's why you are facing this now. But then what happened in the last 50 lifetimes? In the past 50 lifetimes, you are gaining punya to get 100 sons, 100 children. Takes a lot of punya to get a child. A child is a blessing. So 100 kids, lot of punya. And when you got the punya and you got 100 kids, Sanchita is waiting. Abhi aa gaya. Abhi aa gaya line par. Now is my time. I was biding my time for a long time. Yeah. It's not only revenge that requires patience, justice also requires patience. Conditions has to be right for the justice to be delivered. So when you accumulated enough punya to get 100 sons, the other karma comes in and you used to see. I mean, it's a terrible torture to see 100 children of yours dying. Oh my God. I wouldn't wish one parent losing a child. Imagine 100 being lost. Problematic. Why am I saying this? Sanchita karma is waiting. How are you going to take care of Sanchita karma? Sanchita karma cannot be taken care of by all this, no? But Swamiji, this prayaschitta karma, no? Prayaschitta karma for what is affecting you now. How do you know which karma is affecting you? In this lifetime, you can make out. You go to your astrologer. Pitru dosha is there. Guru droha is there. Kula devata kopa is there. Something will tell you. Something will tell you. You can do a prayaschitta for that. Abhi sanchita mein kya hai? Khoo. And what? Okay, prayaschitta is only for negative action. What about the good I have done? Distributed all my wealth and took sannyasa. Like many Jains do that. हम लोग के लिए no problem. Wealth है ही नहीं था distribute करने. We are not the monk who sold this Ferrari. We are the monk who didn't work for a Ferrari in the first place. Okay. So, we did that. What about that good karma? How are you going to? There is no prayaschitta karma for good karma. Prayaschitta karma is only for nishiddha karma. If you have done something which is wrong, for that a prayaschitta is there. For good, how do you take care of it? There is no prayaschitta karma for that. You have to enjoy it. Therefore, this plan is doomed to fail. Okay. That is why most people with that religious middle class morality, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jetare shayanam. All the karmatas face the same problem. Okay. But this is not over here. Or we had. Okay. We had. Okay. So we will see that. Okay. Pura Naishkarmya siddhi is dealing with this only, so no problems. Next class will be good to go into all that. Okay. Good place to stop. Om Tat Sat. I think the rain has eased up a bit now. Okay. I don't know.
Thank you, Swamiji. Pranam.
Pranam ji. South Bombay it was pouring away. Yeah.
Thank you,